King? Hello. Second time's a charm. Third time they say. Second time. Hello, Crimson Jezebel. Hello, Tori. I don't. I don't know, Tori. I don't know why. I had horizontal and it went vertical and it wouldn't let me do it. Let's see if this works. Now, if I can find it on here. Oh my goodness. Alright, there it is. It says live. I can't see. My glasses are so dirty. It looks good. It's working. Raw Dog, what's up? Mimi, Raw Dog. You guys, oh my goodness, what a day. Hold on, I'll tell you all about it. I got clean my glasses. They're so filthy. All my towels are gone. These guys move everything. If I could see, I could probably see a towel. Hold on, guys. Hi, Rufus. Hi, buddy. I can't even find a towel. I'll use my shirt. That should work. All right, let's see. Tina Lee, John Weigel, Tricky Chi, Adrene, Beth, Wendy, Mom, Joanne. Hello, everybody. Martha. Wow. What a day. What a day. So, Reed calls me this morning and says, hey, your shipment's in Orlando. I said, what? He goes, I didn't tell you I shipped. I said, no. That would have been a nice thing to know. So I had to call John. He had to get here. And Reed shipped us down 2 pallets. Now, Reed, John, and myself went partners and bought a bunch of gems wholesale. Literally, it's probably about, like, I left the airway bill in John's truck. I think it's right around 4,000 pounds. It's amazing. So we're buying gems and everything. Eric set this all up for Reed and I and John so we could get everything wholesale. And oh my goodness, it is so much stuff. It's crazy. John and I we couldn't put the pallets in the back of his truck. So we had to take apart the pallets at the airport, and load the boxes in back, break it down. It was unbelievable, unreal. I know, Mimi, right? Hello, Selena. I was talking to Mom. Poor Mom's having such a rough day. And I was so just out of it. Literally, probably like 70 boxes between the two. And John and I had to break it down by ourselves and load it into the back of his truck. And we took his truck because his has got a deeper bed and we thought we could just put the pallets on. No. But when we put all those boxes in the back of his truck, it went, ooh. And it's ridiculous how many rocks we got in. Tori, you're gonna die. But Reed is gonna be selling a bunch of it from the gem guy, and we actually had to rent a space from my friend who has an air conditioned place. He had a big room that he said he'd rent us cheap, $200 a month. And we were like, okay, let's do it. Because it is so much stuff. It is insane. And then to top it off, we've got a baby possum. Zoli's friend's father found a baby possum in their house. It got in the house, separated from the family. So he's bringing that over. Then you'll never believe what happened. You'll never believe what happened. We had a baby ringtail lemur born. So now we have another baby ringtail lemur. In Mort's cage, there was a baby lemur born, and it's only a little over 24 hours old. So we're keeping our fingers crossed. And the one that I thought looked pregnant was pregnant. So that's making me wonder. Hi, Shadow. Shakira. It's making me wonder, though, if the other one. Not yet, Wendy, not yet. It's just, when it rains, it pours. Yeah, it's out of season. The babies should have been born at the latest last month. But we got July baby. And we might have another one coming. I don't know. She still looks big. But I don't know anymore. I give up. I give up guessing. I got 2 of them right. And the other 2 I thought were pregnant. One of them just gave birth. And I'm not going to jinx it, so I'm going to say the other one's probably not pregnant. She's just fat. Yes, we are still taking donations to pay my wife back for the $4,000. It's just crazy around here right now. It is cray. And No Name, Michelle and Piper and Cass are supposed to pick names tonight, so we'll announce the names they pick Friday, and then with you guys, we'll pick a name Friday evening. And no name will have a name. So how's that sound? That'll be fun. But then I started the day off. I was down in my building looking for all my pieces of the raw amethyst from Tanzania. And I soaked this one in muriatic acid. And oh my God, did it turn out to be beautiful. It is all garden amethyst. You can see little gardens in there, like garden quartz, in every point on there. And hey, Z.
Hey.
Show this to the camera up close, quick.
Yep.
Hello, Samfire. But look at that. It's got gardens. And
Hello, everybody.
someone should have bought that when I offered it the one night. That went from a $250 piece to about an $800 piece. And I was digging in my shed out of my stuff, and I found a bunch of more of this, but you can't tell if it's garden. So I'm going to have to soak it all in the acid and then clean it up and see if it is. And if it is, I will have some of this available. Z, let me see my really big piece. I've got one piece that's huge, and I'm hoping that is. You really can't tell, though. So I got to clean it all.
This one?
Yeah. Let me see that. Show that to the camera first. Look at the size of that big piece. But you can't, it doesn't,
Yeah.
it looks like this one looked before we cleaned it.
To be perfectly honest, I'm pretty sure this one's going to turn out like that one.
Really? Let me see it.
It's just how it looks right now.
I
feel like
pressure washed it,
Yeah.
but it still doesn't look. It might be.
Yeah.
We got to soak it in the acid.
There we go. We can see.
But if this one turns out to be like that, I will offer that one for sale and keep this one.
Yeah. Honestly, that one looks kind of like a road, like a hill with a road on it.
And then I've got other pieces too that we'll do them, and if they turn out like this,
You'll have to
we'll
wait and
offer.
see. Yeah.
We'll offer a couple of them. You know, because I know I got what, 2 more big ones
Yes.
about this size, and then I think I got 2 small ones.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really interesting. Now, I'll tell you right now, Tori and MZ are going to be flipping out over these.
They're going to be fighting for that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Whichever ones I offer,
Yep.
Peggy's going to flip out over them. They're absolutely beautiful. If you guys remember, we offered garden amethyst before, and only for one little piece. This is a whole cluster of garden amethyst. And it's also got natural citrine in it. So it's called ametrine, and it's all garden. It's absolutely insane. Tori, when you come down, bring some down, we'll do it, and I'll teach you how to do it. That one? That's the one that's It looks like a peen that sticks out. But Tori, I can't do flips anymore, Robbie. um, Prayers on your pet scan there, Shadow. It looks like a peen with two, you know, two balls. But it's just been one crazy. We can't get any rest. I wanted to go try to get these other two gators today. That got blown out of the water because as soon as John and I got back, we had to go empty all this stuff. We had to pick up Z and then go empty all this stuff into the my buddy's shop that he's renting us the area. And I mean, it's boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of stuff. And Reed's coming down Monday, so we got to go through it all. And Reed's got to bring the invoice so he can price it all. But it's going to be good pricing on it. And it's going to be crazy. So, John, Reed, and myself, and Eric, we created the new company called Florida Gem Guys, and it's for importing rocks and gems from all over the world. So it's going to be cool. It's going to be real, real cool. Wow. There's just so much going on right now. New baby lemur, ringtail lemur. We got the two roughs, working with them. Rufus is coming along great. He loves to nibble on my finger. He comes out. When I'm feeding him, I'll open the cage door wide open and sit in front of it. He'll come out, get on my lap. He'll let me scratch him behind the head. He's just not too sure about picking him up yet. And I'm trying to do that baby steps because I don't want to scare him. So it's just amazing, amazing. You know, all I can say is thank you, God, for giving me this blessed life. Because there's something new around every corner, and it becomes overwhelming, yes, but is it worth it? Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. I get to do things that I love to do. And, you know, I've got Z and John. John's almost done fixing up his house, so that means he'll be down here a lot more. And we could accomplish a lot more. And Scott, he'll get the tranny in his car. He'll finally get a tranny, and we can, between John, Scott, Z, and myself, we can get things slamming. And then we start making some money in here, we'll be able to hire a couple people to help. But the problem is finding people that can do it. Everybody wants to do it, but you know the problem I have, guys. This isn't a fun, I'm going to sit here and film with your animals and not do anything. And that's what you run into these days. All these people, that's all they want to do is they want to film for their Instagram, for their YouTube, and not actually work. They just want to play with the animals. And it's a nightmare. So you got to weed out those people and just try to find good people. And it's a lot of weeding out. But there's so much we got to do to grow and keep growing. I wish Mom or Tori would win the lotto. I keep playing $5 a week. I figure at $5 I can spare just to take the chance to win. And if we could hit that, oh boy. Oh boy. Then the sky's the limit. We'll have orangutans, giraffes, a whole crew working, and that would be phenomenal. That would be absolutely incredible. But till then, it's just Z, John, myself, and Scott. It's a lot of work. But you know, there's nothing I'd rather do. I mean, even when you're having a bad day, you sit down with the lemurs, you sit down with, you know, the cappy, and you talk to the animals, and it makes all your woes and everything go away. Because they're so awesome. Adrene, 100%. 100%. Peggy, these days it's so hard to find anyone that will actually work. It's incredible. I know, Shadow, and you better get better, Shadow, and get your butt down here. I wish you lived down here right now, because I swear, Shadow, I'd build a big room and just have the baby lemurs in there and you feeding and working with them all day. That would be incredible. Rufus! Hi, buddy! He's so funny. Oh. Oh, it's, yeah. Karen, 100%. Wendy, they expect that not even doing college. It's like, what? You know, it's ridiculous. Toolies! All right, Tina Lee. It's absolutely insane. Ow. I tore the end of my finger off with a ratchet strap. That hurts. I'm praying, Shadow, I'm praying. Hello, Lisa Jackson. But there's a lot of cool stuff coming in the future, and it's going to be awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, Darlene, we had so many boxes in the back of John's truck. And then the other day when I was ratchet strapping the Gator down, I caught my fingertip in the ratchet strap, and it went rip, and the gear went right through the end of my finger and tore it up. And now it's at the point where the dead skin is falling off, and it hurts. And then Zoli, he got a thorn in his big toe, like that big, and it went all the way in. He had to dig that out a little while ago. Joyce Butler, hello. How you doing, honey? Crafty Songbird. Robbie, do you know Peggy Nicky? Who's Peggy Nicky? It's a woman with 2 first names. Yes, Wendy. The second part of that video will be tomorrow. Hello, Deb CT, Miss D. But we got some beautiful, beautiful stuff. Oh my God. It's all down at the house. I didn't bring any up. You guys remember the natural citrine I have from Tanzania? Well, I put a bunch of that, not all of it, but a big bunch of it that I had in the muric acid. Oh my God. It is absolutely beautiful. It looks like a brand new, different stone. It is just unreal. You guys are going to die when you see that. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Our plan was to go live earlier, but Mimi and Chris couldn't make it today. Chris is at his mom's house because it's her birthday, and Mimi couldn't make it because she didn't get paid at her job, so she couldn't get out here. And I was like, all right. Oh my goodness, Crafty Songbird. Really? Oh, that is sad. You never know when it's your time. You never know. Chris, Mimi, I wish we were making enough money. I'd hire you two full time and just have you guys working here. That is sad. Prayers up, prayers up. That is so sad. But this is going to be fun. This is going to be a fun journey. Where's MZ? Where's Khaleesi? Flutter. Oh! What's up, sweetheart? So now we got a baby possum coming. Dan Davis. There's MZ. Look, MZ. Oh. Don't get excited because I don't know yet. I pulled my big one and a couple other big ones out of the back building. And I got to clean them first with the acid to see if they have. If they don't have it, I'm keeping this one. But if they have it, I'll sell one of them. I might sell two. We have a cage for possums because remember we used to have baby possums. But baby, the thing with possums, they only live 2 to 4 years. So it's now we don't have any possums. So I was like, yeah, I love possums. Kids love to see it. I love to show people the possums because everyone's like, they're so ugly and but they're so soft and they're so nice. You know, not when they're wild, they're not nice, but when you raise them, and this one's a baby, we'll raise it and do that. But yeah, Chris found an anhydra. What'd he find? What'd you find that in, Chris? In where was that? Oh, you found it in the my. Where did you find the anhydro?
The big smoky.
Oh, in the Big Smoky.
Yeah, I found one, then he found one.
Yeah. He found it in the Big Smoky. That I had, not the Smoky, the crocodile skin. The crocodile skin quartz. Z found one in there, and then Chris found one in there. We got some rain today, Dan, but not as much as they did in town.
Yeah, it rained all day there.
It rained literally all day in town. It started when John and I pulled in the driveway here with all the boxes in the back. If I sell a big garden amethyst, retail this one would go for about $800 to $900. I will probably sell it for $600. That is a really, really unique piece. You don't find them. But that's only a big if. I got to clean these up because you really can't tell till I get all that off them. And I got to clean them with the muric acid. They got to sit in the acid for about 24 hours, and just to get all the matrix off there and all the orange stuff and get them cleaned up. I think how many big pieces do we have total? 4, Z?
4 of what?
These?
Let me see.
The big ones.
Let's see. 1, 2. Yeah, 4.
4 big pieces. How many small? Let me see those small pieces. I think I've got 2 small pieces. Denise Ellison, hello. Darlene, good, I'll explain that in a second. Yeah, I've got 2 pieces here. Let's see if this is. Again, you can't tell yet. You can't tell till we clean that. Let me see this one. They're so dirty. I gotta soak these in the muric acid to find out. So I've got 4 big ones, and I've only got these 2 small ones. And I wish I could see, where's the green light? can't tell because it's so dirty, the light doesn't shine through good. It's like that one was. But that, as soon as I hit it with the light, they're everywhere. But you guys, when we start bringing in all these rocks, you will be excited because I'll get my choice out of the statement pieces. I'll be able to buy them from us and give you guys a good deal. But the rest of the stuff I won't, I'm not going to bother with because I can't buy a case of this, a case of that, a case of this, and they're selling them by the case. So I'm not going to do that because I can't flood myself with too many things. But I'll get to cherry pick like statement pieces. Any big pieces that come in are real nice high dollar pieces. I'll be able to get those and offer them to you guys. And then I'll be able to replace mine. And if I got bigger ones, I'll sell mine. So it'll work out perfect for everything. And it's going to be a nightmare, but it'll be fun. See? Oh, that one. Yeah. Oh, that's the one I cleaned. That's why. Dang it. They're just so hard. This one. All right, Gimpy. Z's walking. All right, Gimpy. Z's walking like Frankenstein. His foot is hurt in pain, man. His toe was so big.
Still kind of is. I'm still trying to get the
Really?
pus out again.
Oh, I wonder if you got something in it. We got to get some Epsom salt.
Yeah, that's what Mom said.
And soak your foot in it.
Yeah, I got to do that, and if it gets worse, I'm going to have to go to the doctor's.
Right. All right. Who asked me? Darlene Good, I think, asked me about the fishing line. And the rod. How do we catch such big gators on there? Was it Darlene or who asked me? Jarby, hello. All right, Darlene. It's braided line, and that's why it's so expensive. We use 150 pound test and 200 pound test. 200 pound test is what I like to use, and I can catch 1,000 pound alligator on that because the line is braided and it's very strong. They use that line to catch tuna and stuff like that. And basically, gator's the same as catching a giant tuna. It's just a lot of work. And then the drag I set on my line. So if he's really pulling it, instead of the line snapping, he'll take the line out of the reel. And then I'll put pressure on it so it tires him out so he won't take it as far. And then when he's floating in the water, underwater, and he's just like laying on the bottom, I can reel him in because his body weight is less underwater. Now, once you get him out of the water, it's a different story. And you guys, I tore my hands up throwing the hook to hook that big one because we use paracord, and it just burnt my hand, 3rd-degree burns right across there and across my thumb. That's why I had to go in Home Depot, buy some gloves for Chris, Scott, and myself so we could drag him up. And it was a nightmare, but we got him. We got him. And tomorrow's video will show us catching him. But like I said, a lot of the action, we missed it because you see, we put the camera on the tripod and it wasn't angled right. That's what sucks about not having a cameraman. You know, Mimi wasn't here to run the camera. Z wasn't with Scott and I. Z was at the farm taking care of the animals, and Scott and I ran on the gator calls. And we thought we had it solved with the tripod, but obviously not. So we did the best we could do filming it. And even the chief for the sheriff's department came out, and he called me up. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "Trying to get this huge gator out of the Home Depot right across the street from the sheriff's department." He's like, "Really? I'm coming up." I said, "Good, we can use your help." And for a city boy, he done did good. He was a lot of help because that gator was heavy and big. And Chris pulled like you wouldn't believe it. So it made it easier on Scott and I, and we got him out of there taped up. And you guys will see the story. It'll be tomorrow's video. It's going to be awesome. We try, darling. We try, and that's all. I love sharing this stuff with you guys, so I want to film it and show you guys. And it's just, you got to remember, though, I realize we make things look so easy. And it's just because we've been doing it for so long, and we know what we're doing. Scott and Z have gotten really good. Really, really good. And they've come such a long way. I don't have to yell at them every 2 minutes now, and it's great. And you guys see me being a pain in the butt and an ass, yelling at them like you guys say, "Oh, you're always yelling at them." It paid off. They learned. They learned how to do it properly and not get hurt. Of course, every once in a while, they do mess up, and then I yell. And then they learn. It's repetitive enforcement, and then I do good enforcement when they do it right. I'm like, awesome job. Awesome. You guys did a great job. Or else you messed up here. You could have gotten bit. You could have lost some. And that's just my style of teaching. I don't believe in telling people how it's done or watch me. They've watched me catch gators long enough. Now it's their turn, and if they mess up, they're going to pay the price, and they're going to learn from losing a finger, losing a limb. You either can't stay on the porch and piss like a pup if you're going to run with the dogs. And that's what I was told once upon a time. And I'll be damned if I didn't learn how to do everything. And then over the years, I developed my own style of doing it. And now when I teach Scott and Z, or anyone, when I teach John, I teach a combination of my style and the way I learned. Because, and then in the future, when they've been doing it a long time, they'll learn their own style, what they're most comfortable with doing. And right now, I don't care if they're comfortable with it, get comfortable with it, because this is the way you're doing it or you're not doing it. And that's the bottom line. And then after years of doing it, when I'm too old and everything, Z might take over this territory. Z and Scott and John, well, John will be right there with me in a wheelchair. Tricky, I'm sorry, but your roof's getting fixed. I know, when they were replacing our roof, it sucked because we got no sleep. They were there at 7:30 in the morning. And Z and I don't go to bed till 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. We usually get up at 9. But waking up at 7:30, oh, that's terrible. Dan, I didn't see it. What was it? Thank you, John Weigel. Thank you, Darlene. Exactly, Tricky. That's what I said. But in Florida, we're having a big problem with the insurance companies. They're making people. We had a 30-year roof on our house before, and it was only 20 years old. Insurance company said replace it, or else we're not insuring you. It was like, you got 10 years left on the roof, on the warranty, on the shingles. They're like, we don't care, replace it. I found a winch system that would help with heavy gators. It goes in your class 3 receiver. Are you kidding, Dan? Seriously? Hi, Kimberly Chess. We got a little bit. Tricky, the lemurs would drive you more crazy. Awesome. Message me and let me know what it is. Chris was talking about that when we were loading it up. He's like, there's got to be some kind of winch system we can use to do this. Because Chris, Scott, and I picked up that gator, and that gator's around 600 pounds. All right, Dan, thank you. Kimberly, we got a little bit of rain here on the farm, but it poured most of the day in town. But not here. It was just overcast and sprinkled. They would torment your doggy. Yeah, Tina Lee, it's ridiculous. Florida, they're doing it to everybody. Mom had to replace her roof, and my brother, his roof had to be replaced. And he's got that Spanish tiles. Oh my God, it's so expensive. I said, you're lucky your wife's a doctor, buddy. Kimberly, I don't know how we don't. They torment the peacocks. Baby used to torment the peacocks. He used to try to play with the male every time he came up here. And the male would play with him for a little bit and then be like, all right, enough already. No, it's like that. You know, what was it, 3 years ago? We got so much rain here and they didn't get any barely in town. It depends where the storm's coming in, how much it dumped already. And this one came from down south up, but it came this way. So we just got the outskirts of it over the farm. Man, I got stung by a wasp right here, and there's a big old hole, and it's so red and swollen, and it's a hard little pus ball in there. It hurts, my arm hurts like crazy from it. Really, Mimi? You guys got it off and on? It sucks because I'm allergic to venom. So, and I'm lucky I didn't need an EpiPen on this one. I just put chewing tobacco on it right away, and that draws out venom. But it still always swells up real bad for me. I know, John. I have a friend who has a steel roof, the metal roof, and those have a like 75-year warranty, and the insurance company made them replace it even though it was 30 years old.
What?
A metal roof.
Oh, yeah.
They had a 75-year warranty on it, and at 30 years old, the insurance company said, no, you have to replace it. Because they bought the house and it was already on there. They didn't put it on. The insurance companies are getting away with so much BS right now, and it's total bullshit. Think of the millions of dollars an insurance company makes, where even when hurricanes come through, a lot of houses don't get affected, and they're getting premiums from those people year after year after year after year. Now the premiums are so high, and they're making you jump through hoops just to get insurance. What, Nito Costa? $12,300 a year, yeah. Yeah, John, it's just gotten carried away. DeSantis has got to do something about this, because now they're just walking all over people. And it's that, with the price of property tax going up, because of it's insane. I'd have to have an EpiPen first, Mimi. That's why I always have EpiPens with me. There's two in the truck. There's one in my backpack in here. There's one in my fanny pack. I've always got them close to me. Tricky, have a good night. God bless and prayers. Get some sleep, sweetheart, because you're going to be up early. Yeah, Miami's even worse now. Peggy, it is so crazy. And you guys saw Adventures with the Hudsons. Hello. You guys saw my animal insurance doubled because of Lloyd's in London used to do my animal insurance, my farm insurance, and they pulled out of the United States. They left the United States. So any insurance policies that were coming due, they would not renew. So then I had to go with Nationwide, and Nationwide was double the cost. I need it to rain. I need the rain badly, very badly. You know, and it's crazy. Yeah, homeowners insurance has become a luxury, and a lot of people are going without it because they can't afford it. And that's a shame. You should never have to go without insurance. And I thought, I'm not even going to get into it. Jill, hello. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jill. Happy birthday to you. and many more. Elizabeth, good luck and have a great night. God bless and prayers. Yeah. You know, they were saying we had to get flood insurance, and I had to go to the county, get paperwork that my property is not in a flood area. I am actually high ground. So finally, they let off on that. But that's what they were trying to do. That's same here. Hey Z.
Yes.
Baby possums here.
Okay.
Do I have gloves? Grab a pair of gloves out of the car. I don't want to get bit.
This is the work gloves?
Yeah, the work gloves, they're in the back of the car. I don't know, Samfire. I'll have to wait and see. Oh. Let's see. Magnificent. I can't even say that, Crimson. How do you say that, Julie's? Maleficent? I love that. FP! Oh, I wish, Peggy. I wish I was 50 again. God. That would be incredible. Right, Kimberly? I'll have to build a lean-to in the Gator Marsh. Because you know the insurance doesn't replace shit. They fight you tooth and nail. Linda Johnson, hello. Oh, that's true, Mom. That's true. Okay, Dan. Oh. Oh, John, I'm 60 and I feel like I'm 80. I'm like, in the morning, I'm like an old diesel. I have to warm up before I can get moving. Every morning my back hurts so bad. And then within about an hour of stretching and everything, it feels better. Beth, hello! Yeah, Mom. You gotta watch your blood pressure. You gotta quit getting so worked up. And I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I know it. I went through this all with my mom, and I know, and it's tough. It's tough. Monica! Hello, honey. I hope you're doing a little bit better today. Prayers for you and your husband. It's hell to get old. I know, and Jim's got to be the same way because he's a tall, big guy. And for tall, big guys, it's harder on your back. Sure, it's nice being tall when you're young, but trust me, when you get old, it's like, why couldn't I have been 5'8"? Why couldn't I have been? It's like, oh. What are you doing, crazy? He is so funny. He's got his hammock in his cage. He learned he can go inside it now. What are you doing? Zoli was over there hand feeding him. I know. Robert and I talked about that before. See, John, I got to start doing that again. And really, the only way for us to do that is to build a building here and put all our gym equipment in it. We used to have a gym in the office, but it gets filled with all the stuff, so you can't even use the equipment. And it's terrible. And then I used to go work out at the sheriff's office gym, but I don't have time to leave the property to go work out anymore. And ever since COVID hit, and now I got to get back in the swing of things. And Zoli loves working out, so, and Scott would work out with Zoli and I. But it's an hour and a half to 2 hours gone every day. Because we were working out 5 days a week. And it's just a lot of stuff. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to pick them up without the gloves. I see you got the gloves on.
Actually,
What's up, brother?
how's it going, homie? We brought you a present.
He's actually not even.
He's super
trying.
chill.
He's not even trying to bite.
See, if he bites my finger, I'm going to kick your butt.
It just makes good YouTube.
Oh, he is so cute. Oh, stop. Let me see. Scratchies. Scratchies.
He took water and some food pretty well.
What'd you guys give him?
Some cat food.
Cat food? Perfect. It's
Yeah.
such a shame these guys only live a few years.
Yeah, that's what we were just
2
talking
to
about.
4 years.
Yeah.
And they get so big and they're so cool. Hi, buddy. Hi.
Oh, I know.
He's like, you're the fourth animal to terrorize me today.
Attention.
Oh, he is so
What's
cute.
up? You're so cute.
See, you want to show the camera?
Yeah.
He's talking to you.
Baby possum. That thing is so cool. See, this guys, possums are so cool. People always say, oh, they're so ugly, and aren't you worried about rabies? The fact of the matter is, possums generally cannot get rabies. I'm not going to say it's impossible. Yeah, we'll put them in the cat carrier.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can keep that critter. It's custom.
Thanks. When you doing tours again now?
Next year.
Next year?
Yeah. I with the neck and back. I just took a little time off, and
I don't blame you.
you know, so.
I don't blame you.
But we're gonna blow it out next year. So
Good,
you
good.
you get ready to have some fun,
Yeah.
and we're gonna drag you along for a little more of the fun though.
Oh, I'm too old, dude.
No,
I'm 60 years old.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not.
I did it. I
You're
did it.
just getting broken in.
Oh my
This
God.
guy's like,
I'll show you a new level you
Wanted
didn't even
to
know is
get me.
possible.
Dude, if you and I would have grown up together, we would have been dangerous.
Yeah, we might not have made it this far.
Yeah. Growing up north, I was growing up, skiing off the back face of mountains and getting 30 to 60 feet of air and just floating up there. And I'm like, you don't get hurt in the air, you get hurt up when you hit
It's the
the
landing
ground.
that gets you. Yeah.
And
He's just-
What you talking about this evening?
Oh,
we're
is
just
he-
doing
is he
a live
friendly?
quick, and
he's friendly.
yeah, he's our new baby.
Ooh, beautiful.
He is.
That's a red ruff,
Yeah.
and then the
So
black and white
sweet.
is down at the house now.
Is that a Cuban in there?
That's a American crocodile.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Don't see too many of those.
Yep,
Are
that's
you
an
gonna
American.
eat? You want
Cool.
some attention? I'm not
And
afraid to put my
you
fingers
can-
Oh,
in.
the
You
spotted turtles over there,
Just like,
Yeah.
just
Yeah, you can.
and just
nice.
smorgasbord, bunch of cool
Oh,
stuff.
damn.
It
Okay,
is
well, I
highly
recognize
improbable
her.
that they get rabies because their body temperature is too low, so they can't. The rabies won't survive the gestation of the disease.
Thank you. You're gonna pose.
And but it has been known, it has occurred, but it's very, very unlikely. Let's see. Oh, a friend of ours from Orlando brought him up. What's the name of your tour thing?
The ultimate wakeboard road trip.
He does the ultimate wakeboard road trip. And he has these wakeboarders that are professional wakeboarders and amateur wakeboarders that all sign up, and they do a whole tour of Florida. And you've done other places as well,
Yeah,
right?
we did Germany and Austria last year.
And yeah, he tours, he gets all of them together and they do a big tour thing. And when they do Florida, they always come in here, stop by for the day, and we go mess with gators and crocs and different animals, go check them out. And it's a bunch of kids and it's a blast.
Number one
It's-
question they always ask: is there alligators in there?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
So we get them an education.
it's fun. They do different things in Florida, touristy things, and they go wakeboarding in Florida. We've got what are they called? They're not it's not a track.
Like
It's
cable
a
parks.
cable park.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a cable you hold on and it pulls you around and you wakeboard.
Like a giant
And
skate park kind of.
The one guy you've got working for you, John,
Yeah.
professional wakeboarder, he's incredible. I have something for you too as a gift.
Okay.
Z!
I think he went all the way out.
Yeah, he might have gone all the way out. Yeah, we jump out of airplanes and hang glide.
Yeah, they go
and
parachuting, jumping, and jumping out of perfectly good airplanes.
if
Now,
you could dream it, we do it.
that's Wayne, you don't jump out of perfectly good airplanes.
No, we take them up in a crappy airplane and they feel comfortable getting there. That's the key to the whole thing.
What if you don't make it up?
Well, you just jump out sooner.
Yeah.
Grab that wakeboard stuff I wanted to give him.
That's what I was doing.
It's in the cage.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right, because he actually knows that guy.
Yeah.
Z and I found a wakeboard kit that this kid, he's a professional wakeboarder, did. And I bought it at the flea market as a gift for him.
Cool.
And
I'm gonna hold you so
it's pretty
bad.
cool. He's got his shoes in there and some
That's-
cool stuff. And he's autographed everything, which,
That's Parks Bonifay. He's still a Red Bull athlete,
is he?
and he's probably the most famous waterman of all time. Like,
Wow. Well,
It's
John's
insane.
not too shabby.
No, John is John's running everything now for the World Wake Association. So
Really?
yeah, so he's coordinating all the contests all around the world, and I don't know that I've seen him, and because he's been traveling so much, and but really just trying to grow the sport, you know.
Yeah.
And what have you? Yeah.
Show
this
the
is-
camera that stuff, Z, so you can see it. We picked this up. It's a whole kit and everything, and I have friends that do things, and when I see, you know, things that my friends are into or they might like, I always grab it, and it's a gift from us to you.
Well,
and
thank you.
of course.
We will make sure it finds a rightful spot that it belongs.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
You can give that to my person that receives all gifts.
He's like,
Yeah.
ooh, yes.
Oh.
I imagine by springtime you'll have plenty of alligators for us to help you sort
God,
whether
yeah.
they're boys or girls, and put some people to work out.
Yeah, yeah, we'll have that for sure, because I have to move those that are from the grow out into, I got a fence in this pond right back here, and move all those to there. So it's like,
That'll be a
oh,
project.
it's always a nightmare. There's always something that has to be done. West Park? What's that?
West Rock.
What's West Rock?
West Rock is a park in Illinois.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Rockford.
Oh, okay.
I think that's. I can't read it, of course, but it's one of the best parks in the country.
Need to try Sun West Park
Oh, Sunwest. That's over.
wakeboarding.
Yeah, that's over down in Hudson.
Oh, that's in Hudson?
Yeah.
Have you guys tried that one?
We've been to a lot of them. That one's not officially on the tour, but it can be. You
Yeah.
never know.
Yeah.
So,
That one in Orlando is probably the best, right?
yeah, Orlando's like world known. Like that's
Yeah.
where, like currently, literally the top male riders and the top female riders
Grew up and
I mean, that's where my
learned.
daughter grew up. And,
Yeah.
and you're on the dock with legit, real-time world champions any given day. And
Right.
the skill level is kind of bad because you think you're horrible, but it's because everybody's like that good.
Yeah,
And
that's.
you know, and
I remember your daughter telling us that.
yeah, like we take her out to, you know, somewhere around the country, and they wouldn't hold a candle to her.
Yeah, she's
And-
killing it, and then
and-
she comes here and she's like,
oh, so
I
a world,
feel like
a
I'm
world
beginning.
champion. Yeah, she's a world champion, and she felt like she wasn't that good.
she felt intimidated. Yeah, his daughter's a world champion wakeboarder.
Yeah. She
And
said when the heat cools off a little bit, she'll come down here a little bit and put some work in.
yeah, we miss her. Piper's great. We love Piper.
She's up in Gatesville now. So.
Is she?
Yeah.
She's going to school up there? Or?
Yeah.
Awesome, UF?
She's finishing a degree, and then she's going to decide what she wants to do. So, you know her. She's a free spirit. So.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think she's going to van life it for a year and then crack out and get her professional certs. So.
There you go. She's a good kid. She's
She
a good
doesn't-
kid. I
if
love
she doesn't
her.
become an alligator wrestler.
Yeah. Her and Zoli. Oh, God.
Yeah.
Great kid. But, yeah, his daughter's a professional wakeboarder.
What's your name?
She's retired.
Rufus?
Too old at 22.
Not be busy.
I'm going to go check out your little kid over here.
It's still going here.
Are you just getting pallets of these things in right now?
It's still. It circles. I don't understand why. Because it's still on camera here. It's not circling. All better? Alright. It didn't do anything here. I don't know what it is, Mom, because. Whoa! Yeah, go check out my Amazon. Today's the last day of Amazon Prime. A lot of things we put up on there are on sale. Go check out our Amazon wish list. Tori could. Oh, there you go. Flutter's got it up. And don't forget, if you have Amazon Prime and you need something, check it. Today's the last day of it. Ow, this thing hurts. I need alcohol to clean it. Oh, sorry, Mom. But we have all kinds of fun around here. You never know what kind of new animal we're going to get. Hello, John Doe. Where is Tule's? Rebecca, hello. Thank you, Flutter. I know, Flut. I know, it does help, John. When you quit doing stuff is when you get atrophy and you slow down, and oh boy, it's a nightmare. It is a nightmare. So, oh my goodness, Flut. I love you. Crimson Jezebel, when you're sick, ask Mom. I yelled, all right, let me see, Mom. It was available last night. Let me see here. All right, it's back, guys.
Yeah, I know. I figured I'd already been holding if he was.
Where is it? Let's see.
When I take a picture, yeah, over to the camera. We'll be holding the next one I'll come out of the
Artifacty kind of thing. Especially if they're in this or something.
Hold on, Mom. I think I found it.
Sparkly rocks are always entertaining.
I know.
It doesn't matter who's out.
There, I found it, Mom. It's up.
I know. The rocks caught my attention first.
Let's see.
I think it's when they made or something.
Hold on, Mom. Let me check.
Oh, yeah, that's true. And the next snake she wants is a hog nose. I just went and looked at it, but it's $500. It's like we got a big catch.
I would see
All right.
I was gonna say, she was gonna catch the black racer the other day, but it,
He's actually cheaper.
no, actually doing the research on it, it's something about black racer for that snake.
Wow, the lights are cheaper too. They're prime deal. The street lights things that we use,
She had that one.
and then the organic dried figs are on sale.
That's where you are. And he was so sweet. He was beautiful. I'm sure he was so intense.
I know. I wish Mom was closer. John, it'd be awesome if you'd love to come hang out.
He's like, I'm missing a teacher.
Sandra, hello. John, you would have so much fun coming up. Dan Davis has a blast coming up here, and he gets a chance to get away every once in a while. But I'll tell you what, he makes incredible chili. Shadowrunner, good night, sweetheart. God bless. Prayers.
But you can go back and watch him like after having this one.
Everybody, prayers up for Shadow. She's got her PET scan coming, and she could use all those prayers. Where's Two Lees? Lori Nye, hello. What the heck? All right, Mom. Let me see.
Right. Yeah.
Um,
They wouldn't have it reach out if you still that much time to come out and look like.
$187.24, Mom.
They'll come back and play another time. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Mom. Mom, I got, this is perfect because this year I have big trees coming, and let me see what I got. I got 5 tamarind trees and 5 fig trees coming, and I can't put them in the ground this year because it's already too late. So I'll put them in the greenhouse, and then next spring we'll plant them in the ground. But that'll be perfect. And then we can put our, what are those lilies called? Corpse lilies that we
Yes.
have? Our corpse flowers
Yes.
in there. And all our other stuff we have. Awesome, Mom. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, I can take that one off the list. Mom got us the greenhouse Z. I love when Amazon does the Prime stuff.
Oh, I know. I was shopping for the spa today on there, and every other second the girls were sending me stuff in between their clients. I'm like, okay, I'm getting it.
Amazon Prime, light your wallet day.
Yeah, definitely.
It's like,
What, there's like 3 a year now?
I think so.
Yeah.
Because now they're doing it because it's coming back to school in some ways.
Yeah, there's back to school, there's September and Black Friday.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cyber Monday.
Yes.
Yeah, they do
that's it. Yeah.
Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Amazon is such an incredible thing.
All right.
Could you imagine being Bezos and coming up with that?
Well, what blows my mind is we live in Orlando. I'll order in the morning and it's there at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And you're like, how is this even a thing?
Sometimes here too. Because we have a
You have a distribution.
center right there in Leesburg. It's right by the turnpike,
Yeah.
right out there on 27.
And it doesn't matter where you're at. You're like, what? How? Like,
If they have it in the warehouse here, you get it that day.
Yeah, that's the way some of our
It's-
stuff is. Yeah,
it's
one of the
crazy.
things is going to be home probably when we get home. So. You want to go home? You want to go to Orlando?
we're gonna get this one human ready for you.
I have.
Yeah, right.
I have a
He is
golden
he's
doodle
been,
that would
when
love
we
you.
first got him, all he wanted, and now we've just been feeding him and getting him to come out closer and everything, and now I can rub his head, I can play with him, I can grab his face and just go like that, and then he
Oh.
jumps up and he's like playing with you, and he's so funny now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not done anything but lick my fingers
Yeah,
and
yeah.
like kind of wants me to touch his nose.
Right, he loves his nose rubbed and right behind his ears.
Ah. Yeah, he's like, well, that was a little fast there. But he was watching you. He heard your voice and kind of stopped and like started watching you.
Yeah, he's Rufus. What are you doing, Rufus? What are you doing, boy? He loves Z though.
I am loving getting
Everybody
attention
loves
from
Z.
Melinda. Yeah,
They
I
do.
know.
He's a great kid.
Yeah. I know.
Oh.
All right, so I just told Z we gotta come, and Wayne, we gotta come back during the day. I heard you got some new critters.
Yeah, we got the capybara,
Mm-hmm.
which Wayne, the pond behind my house.
Mm-hmm.
We're fencing all that in. It's 250 feet by 250. 8 feet Z?
59.
259 by 250.
That's a good spot.
And we're gonna put capybaras in there. We're gonna put a barn and the cappies in there so they can swim. I can swim with them.
And you can host capybara yoga out here and make a
Yeah, I have capybara yoga.
It's so funny. The other day because I've gotten really into paddleboarding, and the other day I was watching something, and this goat paddleboarding.
What kind of
popped up.
paddleboard do you use?
Right now I have a Hyperlight. That's
Oh
just
my God, get rid of it.
incredible. And then I
Well-
have what is the other
You
one?
know how it
Iris
is.
or
I want a
something.
paddleboard. So, how many things have you bought for a significant other or someone you love?
And they don't do it.
And they don't do it, right?
So I've
you get
upgraded.
started.
I've got a newer, a better one that's a Itemors
you get
or
the-
something.
No,
Yeah,
if you
the
get
entryway.
into it, have him get a hold of me.
Yeah, we'll get you hooked up.
And we'll get you hooked up.
Okay.
He'll give you a good deal. John, he owns Live Water Sports. Literally, you can do yoga on these things. It won't tip.
I love.
It
Yeah.
won't. It's the most stable paddleboard ever made.
Is it inflatable
Is
or
that
is it
no,
a hard?
it's a full size.
See, that's the only thing.
Is
I
that the,
like
is
my
that the one you
inflatables.
have out there in the pond?
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Well, because she has her little convertible, that one doesn't fit, so she has a roll up one. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I
So-
love the inflatables because they're easy to store and easy to take wherever I want to go.
They are. They are.
But I do like the hard ones as well.
But a gator can't bite through that one.
I know.
Yeah. Well,
that's what I was telling him. I met a gator.
You have to try
last,
hard to get an
mating
alligator to
season.
bite your board.
Not during breeding season.
Yeah, I was telling him I met one on the King's Landing out in Orlando.
Yep.
It was swimming towards me, and
and
I
it
was
started-
like, log in the water, and nope, gator in the water. Pick up your paddle.
She's only had one that hissed and
That was that
you know,
one. It was the one that hissed at me, and all he did was
bubbled up
hiss
the
and then
water.
kind of swim, off and.
Good.
And he
good.
wasn't real big, but I did get stuck on the log. I was showing
Yeah.
Zoe my picture with a really pretty good sized one.
Yeah.
But he didn't do anything. He didn't even get off the log. He was
They're
just
so
like, "You get
tired
off
of
my
tourists,
log."
It's like, oh, there's another one.
Right.
We ought to get out of his hair. since
Yeah, we
he's-
probably should head back towards
Alright,
Orlando.
Cuban.
I do have to work tomorrow. Unfortunately.
Guys, hold on. I'm going to say goodbye to them. And I'll be right back. So hang tight.
I didn't realize you were still on.
Oh, yeah. We always go live on Wednesday. What's up, brother?
It's you.
Good seeing you.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, they're great boards.
Yeah, only 50 pounds of it.
Okay, well, that's
Like
not
a-
too bad.
Yeah.
I just need a pickup truck to
Yeah.
carry it in.
That's the only problem is I have to store it, down with that space.
Yeah. That's the whole thing. I'll walk you guys out. Oh. Right?
I know, nothing.
Oh, all our damn rocks.
you went on a bench.
Yeah. Yeah, you see these? And Wayne's a great guy. He's got a daughter Zoli's age, Piper, and same name as my daughter's name. She's a great kid. She's a professional wakeboarder. She was world-class wakeboarder. She's retired now. She's going to school and then still doing some wakeboarding. But she's trying to decide what she wants to do. We'll see. We'll see. And hopefully she comes down here and spends time volunteering at the farm. I loved having her here. She's great working kid. But man, there's so much stuff going on, so much fun. Baby possum. Hi, little guy. Hi. We'll get you set up. And he's kind of young. It's kind of scary when they're that young. Sometimes they make it, and sometimes it's a little iffy. But his mama probably got hit by a car or something, and he was wandering around and wandered in Wayne's house and got in there. He said, I left the sliding glass door open while I was working outside and came in the house, and he was in there. It's like, oh. Yeah, Ed used to windsurf. I remember you telling me about that. But it's great people, and you know, he's like, so did you finally get the 501c3 done? And I said, yes, we did. He goes, great. He's going to mention it to a bunch of his clients. So that'll be, and we just have to find a grant writer, because unfortunately I know nothing about that, and it's tough to do. You have to get someone that's a professional grant writer to do all that stuff, and then we can get that done, and we find a couple big sponsors, and we can start getting buildings and everything put up. Because I'd love to say, let's just get the material and do it, but it's just 4 of us, you know, and it's so hard to do that and take care of the animals and take care of everything. That's where it becomes where you only have so many hours in a day. So hopefully we can get this all turned around and just jamming. John's almost done painting his house and everything, so once he finishes that, we got to get the cappy pen up, and then we got to get that. The lemur area, we're not going to move that till probably starting this fall when it starts to cool off. And we got to have at least 4 people. Now we have John all the time, so that'll be better, to put up those panels. Because those things are 10 foot tall, and the panels are the thick wire. You guys have seen the panels we use. I've got all those panels down there we bought, and we have to put them all together. It's a lot of work, and then I have to paint them with the rust paint so that none of it rusts. The panels will not rust, but what happens is the bolts, those rust. So we just paint it all with the rust paint, and then it's good. He's not growling, he's talking. That's the red ruff. Rufus. Rufus! Hi, Roofy. He just jumped up on his hammock. He's bouncing around. He likes bouncing on his hammock because it's like a trampoline. And then he's got his stuffed lemur in there. He's like, bring back that little white and black thing. I like to torment him. Oh boy. We took the little one down to the house already. Well, Z did when he was feeding, and I stayed up here. I always take Rufus with me, so Rufus will go home when I go home. Tori, I know. I know. You have a place to stay. Lisa adores you, and Gabe loves you. And listen, your whole family is incredible. I need Topher. Topher, I don't feel bad having Topher help us. He's young and can keep up with us. And I don't have to look over my shoulder every 2 minutes. Oh, thank you, John. She feeds Gabe. Oh my goodness. No Name is doing incredible. Incredible. He's starting to get so playful though, and he bites a little too hard when he's playful. He gets excited. And it's so funny because baby lemurs love to play. They'll stand up and throw their hands like this and grab you. And they bite. They bite each other when they're playing. You know, and they bite you too, but our skin is so much softer than their skin. Their skin feels softer than ours, but it's actually tougher, if that makes sense. I'm going to see a beautiful cathedral tomorrow. Oh, is your daughter getting married tomorrow? Or this weekend, right? I know, Kimberly, I know. It's just, you guys, I really appreciate everybody that wants to volunteer and help and all and everything. But ask Tori, I get overwhelmed with stuff like that because then I have to make sure the people that are volunteering and helping are okay and can do something. I can't just say, okay, you go do this, you go do this. Look, when Wolf came, oh my God, it was a nightmare because he wants to help, but Wolf is this frail guy, and I finally said, okay, just take the weed eater and go weed eat around the grow outs. And something that takes Scott or myself 35 minutes to do total took him 3.5 hours. I mean, you know, he's not used to the heat. He's not used to that, so it's tough. Saturday is the wedding. Cool. I can't, Tully's, because I always have to check on people. You know, Gabe is fine. Gabe cuts and does that, but you see, even I'm like, is Gabe all right? Is Gabe okay? Does he need something? You know, that's just me. It's who I am, and I got to worry about safety. I got to worry about everything. It's just tough. You know, what can I have someone do? You know, and when you're doing something with the animals, it's tougher. You know, because then one of us, Steven, myself, Scott have to be there because we all have the experience and everything. We have to make sure you're safe and everything. And when you're around crocodiles or alligators, or I can't even have someone just come in and clean snake cages. Scott can do a bunch of them, but there's a bunch he can't do, like the cobras. He can't do the big rattlesnakes because it's too dangerous. You know, if someone gets bit or something, they could die. And I couldn't live with all that. You know, it's just, so I always have to pull the snake out, secure him in the can, and then let Scott clean the cage, then put the snake back in. And it's just, that's how it is. Gabe's coming out. What day is Gabe coming? Saturday or Sunday? I got to see, Lisa, what's going on Saturday. and I gotta talk to Michelle. Does this really work? I wonder if it says you can use your phone with the glove on. How? I'll be dang. Holy, I can swipe with the glove. This is truly amazing. I can swipe on the phone with this glove on. And I've gotten plenty of gloves that say that you can do it and it doesn't work. This one works. Milwaukee glove works. Really neat. Oh my goodness. Holy Rosary Cathedral. Awesome, awesome, Sandra. Yeah, that's going to be cool. That's your daughter's wedding, correct? I know, Kimberly. It's just building. What I need Gabe to do is I got to get these trees cut off the Gator fence line there. I don't know. Lisa, I'll talk to you later about it. We'll figure this out. John Kemp, hello. 24. No, you guys, Mimi and Chris, you guys are awesome. I can turn you guys, Chris loose with Z and you loose with Z, and you guys are a great help. You guys have been here so much. What has to be done? So that's a great help with you guys. I'm trying to look. What is it? Oh, it's a strap. Okay, it looks like there was a black snake over there, and it's a strap hanging there. I was like, what the heck? What, Lisa? Oh. 1899. Wow. Yes, Gabe has to do the turtle pond. I know, Lisa, you guys only have the one vehicle. I know that. We like to rag you on it. We know that. Wow, dating for 8 years and he finally decided he's going to marry her. I know. Raw Dog, you do a great job. When we got the call, I was like, all right, when Mimi gets here, Z, have Mimi help you move the lemur panels up so I can mow the rest of that new lemur area. Because I got to keep that done, and I want to get that back perimeter fence up in the side, one side up. But right now, I can't. See, our plan was to hopefully in the next 2 weeks start taking down this perimeter fence, but now we can't do that because there's a brand new baby ringtail, and that you have to wait till they're about 8 weeks old. Till you can start really working in there, because then they're past, they're weaned, they're eating food, so you don't have to worry about them, interrupting them while they're feeding or something like that. So, I know, Chris. I know, Raw Dog. I wouldn't get the scraps. Priscilla, hola, tudo bem? Hello, sweetheart. What is... There is just so... God. And now Scott and I and Z were working outside, but it gets so hot so fast. Steve! Doing good, buddy. Doing good. Gator's on a diet. Yeah, that's not a good thing, Mom. Gator's on a diet means hungry gators means you're probably going to get attacked. Yeah, we love having Mimi and Chris here. Mimi, Sunday I need meat again. We got to feed the marsh. The water's coming up and they're getting, I think they're eating a lot of those birds in there. All right, Priscilla. Maria Hughes, all right. Have a great day. I know, they're all fluffy. The new baby was born just yesterday night, or just a little over 24 hours old now. And with Mort's pen. Oh. John, have a blessed night, buddy. Take care, brother. God bless. And prayers. Yeah, that's a late baby. We've never ever had one born in July. And the one still looks, she's fat in the big pen. In Julian's pen, that one female is still big. I'm wondering if she might drop a baby any night now. I'm second guessing myself because I said, nah, they're just fat. And then all of a sudden there's another baby in Mort's pen. I'm like, what the? It's too late. So I still got to do, Gabe's going to do the spotted turtle pond in front of the house. Then I got to do the other turtle ponds that I got, but I don't know where to put them and what I'm going to put in them yet. Mom, I have no clue. Because I got those other three, wait, there's one, the biggest one goes in front. That's the one Gabe's doing, and then I got to still do those other ones that I said I was going to do. But I got to find another small turtle species for those that I could breed. Might be mud turtles. Chicken turtles I'll do with the capybaras. I'll put them in there. always a dream. There was 2 females and 1 male this year so far. This one we don't know the sex yet. I know you're. I talked to your dad when he was broke down in Lake City. He won't be able to make it this week because he's got his procedure Friday. So I don't know what the sex on this one is yet. But we shall see. Yeah, Frank's got to get out here with Maynard because you got to mow that back part and re-disc it. Then hopefully this winter we can get rocks brought in. I can talk to Florida Sand, Rock and Sand, and get them to donate us like 10 dump truck fulls, and we can level that off, raise that back part so it doesn't get too wet down there. Yeah, Chris, yeah, you ain't starting with a big cat. You better start with we'll get you working with, I want to get the lynx and the cougars first, then get a lion. And I think that's,
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the house and I'll be.
alright Z, I'm almost done here. Where did you put the clippers?
They're over here.
I gotta clip this piece of skin off that's hanging there. It's bugging the hell out of me. Oh, thank you.
Okay, bye everybody.
Z said, good night, everybody. You want to take the possum down
To the house? Or
to the other cage, the possum cage.
Okay. Yeah. We'll take it down.
Just put some hay in there in that box for him and a water bowl and
Okay.
give him some cat food.
Yep.
And he'll enjoy that. I gotta cut this. Skin off. Ow. But there's so much to do and so little time. I am a dream. I took a huge chunk of skin off there with the ratcheting strap. My finger got caught right in the gear and went sweep, and it just tore it off. And it's still all numb, but it's hard, and the skin, the edges were sticking up, so I just cut them off. That way I'm not hitting it all the time. I know, it's one at a time, Flutter it is, and my wife yells at me all the time, one at a time. I gotta build the outdoor cage, probably start it next week for No Name and Rufus, so they can have an outdoor play area. And I'm making that, it is 6 feet tall and 10 feet long and 5 feet wide. And I'm building that right by the gazebo by the house, so they're safe right there. And then we can take them out from there, and then that enclosure I can always use for baby anything. when we get babies. I can put anything right there, and it's good. It's shaded area, so, and yet it still gets natural sunlight too as well. But it's shaded by the bamboo and everything, so it's not too hot right there. And Michelle said, yes, as long as you make it look nice, I can build one there. So we'll do that. And that's where, God, I hate these nail clippers. They always, there we go. Figures are made in Korea. Why can't you find anything made in the USA anymore? Everything's made in Korea, Taiwan, or China. Oh. Crimson Jezebel, welcome back. It's all one project at a time, but there's so many to get done. You know, and there's only 3 of us, 4 of us, and it's like, oh God. If Scott could get his car fixed, if he'd get his tranny done, and John's done moving in, that'll be much better. Because I could put Z and John together and Scott and I together doing something, and then on days where, you know, Saturdays or Sunday when Gabe's not working, I can get him to do the stuff. It would be good. It is. Oh, Sandra. That's funny. All right, y'all. I'm going to get going because I got to eat dinner and get some stuff done. And I still got to get Rufus down to the house. And figure out what else. Oh, chocolate. Oh, chocolate. Mmm. Yummy. But you all have a wonderful night. Breathe, Mom. John Doe, all spiders are venomous. Good night. God bless. And prayers to all of you that need them. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. And an exciting times. Exciting, exciting. New baby ringtail. New baby possum. We got the red ruff, the black and white ruff, the capybara. So, lots of stuff going on. I can scratch his back. And he's really starting to trust us a lot. So that's good. Alright guys. Good night. Tomorrow's video is the conclusion of catching the big one and taking it to Gatorland. So, fun, fun, fun. Alright, y'all. Have a great night. And we'll see you later. Love ya. Bye.